Life is about simplification, not complication. We can talk about complex topics all day, but there's a difference between complex and complicated. Complication is just breaking down into random parts that don't work together towards one point. Complex is different parts coming together, integrated to work towards one point. So we can talk about complex situations, but realizing that people complicate simplicity, complicate life, that's where the root of everything happens. Listen, simpler words will never be spoken. To succeed, you must disagree with the failures. That's just what it is. There's no way to agree with failures, to be on the side of failures, and to succeed. What is the opposite of failure? Success. What is the opposite of success? Failure. What the fuck? Whatever you are, your world is yours. So once you get to this level of the mindset, it's like sober, fit, enlightened, and rich. We really don't even give a fuck about none of these opinions that people are putting in the comments or may even have about our direction and trajectory in life. It's like, why are you even spending time and mind, right, on us as we cultivate this superior existence, as we advocate this superior existence, as we lead and demonstrate by example, teach by demonstration? The best education is demonstration. So as we educate by demonstration, we're not just talking heads like the rest of these fake woke, spiritual, self-aggrandizing, seeking approval motherfuckers. We don't even seek your approval. That's the funny thing. So when you're on the path to success, recognize that you're disapproving of the failure state. So we initiate as successful people, as achieving people, as evolving people, as elevating people, as ascending people. We initiate the disagreement. That's how you begin to ascend. You have to recognize what level you're on and then initiate on your own terms your separation to begin the elevation. So this is the thing, to the people out there, my people, everybody who's on the program, everybody who's going to be on the program, you have to initiate the disagreement. So when we look at the word aggregate or agree, it means to be together with. So the aggregate, aggregation, look at the definitions of these words. It'll make more sense. You'll see agree in aggregate. You'll see agree in anyway. Once you see that, you have to disagree, away from agree, separate yourself to elevate. And once you initiate that, that is your declaration of disapproval for the failure way of being. You see what I'm saying? So whatever you are, your world is yours. It doesn't get any simpler than that. To succeed in life, you must disagree with the failures. As an individual, I wholeheartedly disagreed with my way of living in my prior state, when I was still self-sabotaging, when I was still self-intoxicating, when I was still self-poisoning, when I was still self-debilitating, when I was still thinking thoughts that held me back, when I knew what I wanted to have, what I wanted to be, and how I wanted to exist, and I was still allowing myself to live out of alignment, incongruent with the values that I knew were deep in my heart. So if an individual says that they believe some shit and they aren't being it, then do you really believe this shit? You see what I'm saying? So whatever you are, your world is yours. My job on this planet is to deliver the highest level and the clearest perspective, because everybody now knows that I don't really like talking. You know what I'm saying? Now that I'm out of isolation, solitude, I've recognized that talking is an auxiliary situation. It's an accessory to human existence. The fact that I can speak at this level helps people clarify their internal world so clearly that it removes all the friction. It removes all of the hesitation. It removes all of the unnecessary thinking and gets people into direct action. Yeah, we have clarity. Clarity is power, and anything that robs you of clarity or introduces confusion to your life is going to introduce friction, delay, and halting to the steel wheels of your life. You know what I'm saying? So everything is moving on smooth, frictionless. Once you get to this point of, wow, I'm not indecisive. I know what I want to be. I know how I want to be. I know who I want to be. And simply, I'm going to be that. Not going to be a failure, right? So sober, fit, enlightened, and rich, to the people out there who know that they ought to be more, which is every fucking body, you have to look at yourself and ask yourself, how does it feel to watch yourself not be who you want to be? How does it feel, even with this video, I was thinking like, oh, maybe I should do it later. How does it feel to watch yourself think about choosing to not do what must be done to be who you want to be? And that's not complicating. That's a complex idea. How does it feel to watch yourself choose to be someone you don't want to be? I just said the same thing in two different directions. Same shit though. Makes sense. Make sense of your own existence. We have a finite amount of time on this planet. I don't give a fuck about any low-level opinion. All of their low-level opinions are simply them seeking approval to stay on a lesser plane. We initiate the disagreement. We don't care to be like you. We actually care to not be like you. We care to disagree. We don't agree to disagree. We choose to disagree whether you agree or not. And once you hit this point, it's like we just deviate from the average. We deviate from the norm. If anybody knows statistics, there's the bell curve. There's the bell curve. We're going into the positive outliers. There's super duper uber crash outs who are on the negative spectrum of outliers. Then there's just the big ass hump in the middle with all the average motherfuckers. To simply wrap shit up, we just don't give a fuck if you agree with us or not. We initiate the disagreement. To succeed in life, you have to disagree with the failures. To disagree with the failures out loud, to declare disagreement with failures, is to actively disapprove of their way of life. Fuck them. Get back to yourself. If you're not who you want to be, you need to disapprove of yourself, to then seek approval from yourself and only yourself by being the being that you truly want to be. And if you're choosing to be anything less than what you truly want to be at the level that you want to be it at, then trust, you're just like one of these motherfuckers out here. Consider the vibrations raised, and it's really just like that. Consider the vibrations raised. Evolution, the only solution. If you want to be a bum, be a fucking bum. We don't really give a fuck. Why do y'all have to just stop giving a fuck about the bums and level up? Consider the vibrations raised.